and we're joined by Soraya Lakhani, a psychologist, to talk about some of the conversations that you need to have with your teens and tweens. Grades 7, 8, 9, Soraya, those are tough ones, and your kids are being exposed to things, even if you think maybe they're not. They're being exposed to things, and you need to have those conversations with them.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the first thing I would say is being proactive about those conversations. Sometimes parents think that if they bring up these topics, they're the ones who are maybe putting these ideas in their children's heads. But as you said, the truth is that kids are being exposed to these things. They're on children's radars. So parents need to be proactive and initiate, some of these tough conversations with their kids.
And that way you can come up with a plan together, excuse me, what to do if somebody offers you drugs, what to do if you're out and somebody is drinking, what to do if you're in a relationship and you're feeling pressure.
Absolutely. So, instead of just telling your kids what's right and what's wrong, drugs are bad, don't do drugs, it is about having a collaborative discussion, talking about why certain choices may or may not be okay, doing research, coming up with a collaborative understanding together so that kids understand how to make these decisions and they understand how to practice critical thinking. You're basically giving them a framework to make their own choices rather than simply telling them, what is or isn't okay.
What about doing some role playing? So you're at a gathering and somebody brings out some drugs. How do you react? How do you respond?
Yeah, and I think that's a great next step after figuring out, what that understanding is. How do we want to handle these situations? Then definitely role playing with them and debriefing situations with them as well. And I would also say talk to your kids about their values and their goals in life, and then map the decisions you make back to their values and their ambitions. Will these things bring you closer to living the life that you want, or will they move you farther away from living the life that you want?
Okay, so the lecture is not the thing. Growing up, it was just every bad, that's bad, that's bad. Really more of a collaborative approach. Have the child and the parent sit down, come up with a framework for what's important to you, and then back to the values. Is this going to move you forward, or is this going to move you back?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, good advice from Soraya Lakhani, having those difficult conversations with your kids.